Welcome to our home. We want to give you a better idea of who we are and what our life is like. So come on inside and have a seat. Well, we start every day pretty much the same way. I get up early to meditate, and then we have coffee and breakfast together. In the summer, we sometimes have it in the back porch outside. And then Jessica goes off to work, and I do my thing.
So I was a reporter for a long time, and I had a lot of really amazing experiences doing that. I was in New York for 9/11. I followed the 2000 presidential campaign and wrote a lot about politics. I worked at the Chicago Tribune and did a reporting fellowship in Senegal. And a few years ago,
Salt Lake City Olympics.
And the Salt Lake City Olympics. That's right. Thanks for the reminder. And a few years ago, I decided to transition into nonprofit work, and I'm an editor and writer at a nonprofit now, a civil rights nonprofit, and writing's really important to me. I try to do it as often as I can for myself, and obviously I do a lot of it at work, so it's a really good fit for me.
Well, in the past, I was a manager at a manufacturing company in Chicago, and now I'm basically managing the household. So that means I do all the cooking and cleaning and shopping, and in the warmer months, I tend to the garden, where we grow all kinds of greens and tomatoes and onions and garlic and so on. And I also volunteer at a hunger prevention organization. And as things stand right now, I will be a stay-at-home dad, which I'm very much looking forward to. And I also used to take care of our dog Clyde, and we will most certainly be getting another dog or dogs, possibly very, very soon, and I will take care of them.
We met on an online dating app, and we went on a few dates and very quickly started spending all of our time together.
And I met Jessica's dog, Clyde, right away, and he was my first dog love. And so very quickly, he and I became close, and I used him to ingratiate myself to Jessica, and that seemed to work.
Definitely. It's the way to my heart.
Yeah. So then
we've each had time, I think, spending time at home or freelancing or whatever, and then the other person is doing a 9-to-5 job, and it's worked out well in our relationship. We have done a lot together. We've tried to have a baby together.
Yeah, we've done a lot of traveling.
We moved to Denver together.
Right. We lived in Chicago together and then moved here together. And so we've been together through thick and thin. And
we're looking forward to being parents together.
Yes.
Very much looking forward to it.
Yes.
So we've each become part of each other's family. We actually moved to Denver to be closer to my family, who all live in Colorado, and they all live pretty close to us now, and everyone's really excited about the adoption. We have 2 nephews who are very excited about having a cousin.
Right.
And
yeah, they've been asking us, like whispering, "Hey, are you still doing that adoption thing?"
So they're very excited about it, as is everyone in my family.
Right. And my family is still in Chicago, as well as my brother's in Washington, D.C. And we see, since we moved out here, we used to see my mom all the time in Chicago, but since we moved out here, we visit her at least 3 times a year, including once when she goes to Arizona in the winter, which is always very nice for us. Not to mention that I talk to her all the time.
And she's very excited about the adoption as well. So
yes.
everyone's really looking forward to meeting the new addition.
Yes, and having their grandchildren.
Yes,
So.
and having someone to spoil.
Yes.
So I think it's really important to both of us that a child that we raise feels empowered to be themselves. That's the most important thing.
Right.
But we also feel really strongly about gratitude and about compassion. And we both work hard to be grateful for everything that we have and that we've been given. And compassion is also incredibly important, just being compassionate to other people.
Yeah, that was one of the things when we first met that I was that I noticed about Jessica and was drawn to right away is the way she treats her friends and her family, but also even just everyone she encounters. Compassion is a really important value to me, and so I was really drawn to that in her. And I certainly strive to be compassionate myself, and that's part of my meditation practice, and as well as being grateful for what we've been given and what we've worked towards.
And Jordan is also incredibly kind and very generous, and that's one of the things that attracted me to him.
Yeah, and so those are the values that we would
we'd want to instill in a child.
Right.
So we both really love to travel. We've traveled a lot together. We visit friends and family in Seattle, New York, Washington, Chicago, Arizona, Maine. Yeah. And we've traveled internationally together, mostly to South and Central America.
Right. Mexico, Nicaragua,
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica for our honeymoon.
That's right.
Yep.
And we both really love to travel. We've both been to Europe and Africa, Asia, and it's just really important to us. We've also been exploring Colorado and all the sites here. And we've really fallen in love with the state and just how beautiful it is. And we also we read a lot.
Yes,
both
Jessica
of us.
reads a ton. I don't even know, 100 books a year or whatever it may be. And I love reading. I'm just not quite as fast a reader as her. But we also love watching movies and some sports.
So we're fans of Duke basketball and the San Francisco Giants baseball.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I'm a Giants fan by birth from back when they were in New York, where my dad grew up. And Jessica went to Duke, and so I just kind of took that on as well.
He's adopted Duke as his team.
Right.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah. And then since we're here, we were active in Chicago as well, but we're more active here. We go skiing a couple times a year. We go on a lot of hikes.
Ride our bikes.
Yeah, we ride our bikes all the time. I've run a marathon each of the last 3 years, and we'll be running one next year also in Boston. And
we like to be outside.
the gardening, I love having a garden here. I built these raised beds with a water reservoir underneath and everything, so we grow squash and tomatoes and onions. And
it's very impressive, the garden, and we eat from it all summer and fall long, which is great. And when I was growing up, going to the beach was really important, and we have continued that, and we plan to continue it long into the future with my brother's
family tradition.
So that's really important to us as well. And then hanging out with dogs, always very important for both of us.
Yes.
We've been known to chase down dogs on the street and once we've been assured that they're friendly, there's a lot of
Yes.
petting.
Yes.
So we both really love dogs. Yeah, so we spend a lot of time outside, and it's something about Colorado I think we both really love. We just want to say thank you for watching and listening, and thank you so much for considering us for this amazing
Yes.
gift.
Thank you.
We are
so
so
much.
grateful, and we are so excited to be parents, and yeah, just thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. The sleek
Slithering, slimy sloop. Slint is. Okay.